Hey guys, thought I'd drop an update on how prep's going. From this Sunday, I'll be 4, 6, 8 and 10 weeks out. Had a push this week where we cut one of my refeeds. Because I was refeeding every every fourth day. So I had 3 low days, high day, 3 low days, high day. We cut the one, so now it's going to be 7 low days and then 1 high day, just for a little bit more of a push. Dropped the low days down by 25 grams of carbs, so now they're at 200. Fats at 40 on those days, and protein is at 220 on the low days as well. High days we'll be moving to 375 carbs, which is the same as it was at. 30 fat and 220 protein. So same high days, but just for this week we're going to skip the 1 high day and just see what happens. Prep's been going really well so far. I have days. There's days where it's bad, but for the most part it's been pretty good. As far as how long I'm going to be prepping for, well, if any of you have watched my previous vlogs, I was meant to be doing both seasons, so the early season and then the late season, in terms of shows. But priority-wise, uni takes preference, so I don't know. We'll see. I'll definitely be doing the first 4 shows. That's guaranteed. And then if prep impinges too much on uni in that grade slip, I can't focus, etc., then I'm going to pull the plug on prep after the first season. I really do want to go to the second season, but uni, like I said, takes preference, and I've never, aside from bodybuilding, I haven't actually been passionate about much besides bodybuilding and school, which is kind of weird because for the most, pretty much since I started uni, high school, primary school, all that sort of stuff, I had no inclination to do anything academically inclined. I hated school, I hated going to school, I hated everything about school. And then it was actually my first prep when I started that at 16, and I basically did everything wrong. I did the whole sodium load, cutting, loading, water, I went low carb, I did everything you could think of possibly that you could do wrong, I did it. But I worked really hard at it, and from then it was kind of like, you can work hard at stuff and get results. And I'm like, if I can do that in bodybuilding, imagine the carryover if I actually did that to stuff in day-to-day life. So I ended prep right around the time I finished school, high school, and at that time I didn't know what I wanted to do, like get into uni. I don't know if I wanted to just go work full time, but I was like, well, I'm going to give uni a crack and see how we go at it. I didn't even think, I did so poorly in high school that I didn't even think I was going to get the grades just to get into university, and my course didn't need very high grades. But I scraped through by the skin of my teeth. I think I was like 1 point, they work on like a point system in Australia, 1 point over what I needed, so I got in, I'm like, that must be a sign, we'll run with it. And then I started it, and about 2 weeks in, I wanted to drop it. I was like, this is ridiculously hard. I had chemistry, and because they recommend you, like the prerequisites is chemistry, biology. I didn't do any of that. I actually got kicked out of biology in high school. Clashed with a teacher. And I went into this lecture, and they had assumed that we knew everything about chemistry, and I was just like, what the hell? So I was like, I'm going to drop this, and I had to talk to a good friend of mine, and she's like, just stick through, another 2 weeks and see how you go. And I worked really hard at it, and I got it. Ended up getting, at the end of the whole year, an average of 84 for chemistry. So I was pretty stoked. That for me, uni is like my second bodybuilding. I had bodybuilding as my passion. I loved it. It was what I wanted to do. Obviously, you can't really have a career as a natural bodybuilder, but it was my thing. And then I found uni, which is, for me, I probably get more enjoyment out of uni than I do with bodybuilding. So priorities, that comes first. As far as when I'll prep next, to be honest, the main reason I prep now when I'm prepping is because this is the last year I can compete in teens. not that it's about winning titles or coming first or whatever, but I really wanted to give the teen division a crack before I turn 20. So after this, I want to be able to say I can be competitive in an open division, which is going to take a long time. So after this prep, I'm just going to go out and say it indefinitely, I'm not competing until I'm happy with the size I put on. I was going to do, like, I can compete in juniors in like 2 years from now, but I still, even then, I'm not going to be all that competitive. So I would estimate a 4-year off season. Going to just take some time off and get bigger. Especially knowing what I know now, what I've learned now, I'm really excited to start the off season. But as Alberto would say, keep the goal a goal. So yeah, that's basically where I'm at. I hit a weight load this morning of 72 kilos on the dot, which works out to something like 157 or 158, between there somewhere. Lightest I've been since, actually I had a look, this currently where I'm at, it's like scale weight wise, is the lightest I've been since October 2011. And body fat wise, it's probably the lowest I've been since just before I competed at the beginning of 2011. I'd say where I am now, sitting at like 4, 6, 8 and 10 weeks out, I'm pretty close to the condition I stepped on stage at in my first shows that I did. So to know that I've still got 10 weeks of prep, I've got more muscle and I've got even more fat to lose, I'm really excited. That's pretty much where everything's at. I'll try to keep you guys a little bit more updated. I dropped off a bit there, but yeah, that's basically my life. So thanks for watching.